welcome to my channel. Today we will make such a wonderful dollhouse from scrapbooking paper, which is easy to fold and unfold so you can store it on a shelf. This house is a great craft to do with your child on the weekend. So to begin with, you will need scrapbooking paper. I have 3 sets of 20 by 20 centimeters in pink, yellow and blue colors. You can choose any patterns, they all go well together. You will also need black and white paper, glue and scissors. For the windows, I will use clear plastic from the packaging, but this is not necessary. On a white layer of paper, measure the extra stripe from the bottom and cut it off. Then measure 20 centimeters from the edge and fold the paper. You will need to make exactly 10 of these parts and 2 parts for the roof. Let's start with bedroom. To make a window, I mark its dimensions on a white layer of paper and cut it out. Then I do the same with the layer that will be on the outside of the house and on the layer for the inner wall of the room. But here I cut the window 5 mm smaller in size. Then you need to glue another layer of paper for the floor and the roof detail. Let's take another layer and draw a door. Now we'll glue a part of the outer wall of the house and the roof, as well as the side wall. Turn the resulting detail over, glue clear plastic for the window and another layer of paper for the floor of the room. Now I'll decorate the house a little outside with stripes of black paper. It's time to paste over our room inside. Here you can choose any color, everything looks pretty nice. Let's take another white layer of paper and mark the dimensions of the front door and another window. We'll glue the floor to this room, then turn the detail over and glue the floor again. It will be on both sides. Take another layer of paper and glue it on the window side. Now you can cut out the window and glue another layer of paper for the floor. Glue the roof and I will cover the door with black paper for beauty. I will also add clear plastic for the window, and in the place where the door will open, I will glue a small piece of black paper. Now I will glue the house outside and I will decorate the window with the stripes of black paper. Then I will glue the walls inside the room. Now we need to connect the 2 rooms together and glue another floor piece. Then glue the remaining walls and the house is almost ready. I added bricks on the outside of the house and I will glue small pieces of scrapbooking paper on the door. I decided to make the door handle with a hole punch. I make circles of 6 mm, I will glue it in the middle. This is how the house turned out. And when playtime is over, everything can be folded for easy storage. I also decided to make furniture for the house. To do this, I make a rectangle out of 2 stripes of paper. This will be a nightstand, so I decided to add drawers and handles. Let's make a lamp. It can be glued to the floor and the wall and it can fold. I decided to make a bed in the same way. Let's add a headboard and a bedsheet to make it more strong. For the pillows, I cut out a small rectangle and glued to the back. Of course, let's add a blanket, pictures on the wall, curtains and a carpet. In the living room, I decided to add a table and chairs. I simply glued together pieces of paper. For the sofa, I glued 2 rectangles together and glued the armrests of the sofa. Here everything depends on your imagination. The whole house took me about an hour to make, as the pieces are very easy to cut out, and I think it would be a great craft to do with your child or for your dolls. You can also put doll furniture in such a house and play with dolls up to 15 centimeters in size. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell so you won't miss any of my future crafting adventures. Make paper dolls with joy and happiness, and I hope to see you in my next videos. Bye!